Blackest hot smell shows hot. No
Larry
liquor.
Love.
String.
All right, so we're visiting. I'll pronounce this since you just looked it up.
VOB.
VOB.
Voice of. All right, so I was confused. I said Baceprot or it's Baceprot. One of the two. I wasn't for sure.
And this.
We always butcher shit. So
Username is
Riziki's.
S.
I can't
Rahma.
really read your handwriting.
Rahma.
Hopefully you know who we're talking
Yeah.
to. Plus his
Riziki S. Rama. And then you got, oh, never mind. That's somebody
Yeah,
else for a
somebody
different,
else.
okay.
But this one, we visited.
And I'm sure
this
we butchered
band,
your name too, so I'm sorry.
And what did he
Killer
kill it in
version
the
of
name
killing it. Yep.
Yeah.
We did a
And,
real
They
good
do a lot
version
of good covers.
and I'm not gonna lie, this thing went viral.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
did.
It did.
It kind of took. It's like sometimes we get these songs and they kind of take a life of their own.
We're
and-
doing good to get 15 views on some, and then next thing we know, we got one that's got
Million on another.
like 10,000.
Yeah, in like 12 hours.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So
And that's all because of y'all, thanks.
Yes.
and yeah, we never visited anything else. And we got to go back and check his band out.
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
we
man.
really enjoyed
I think I'd watched something one night at the house.
Yeah, I
Something
watched
popped up,
another
and
one.
I've watched like little snippets of some stuff, and then I watched all of something one time too. But
I don't even remember where they was even from. Was it Indonesia?
no,
Samoko? No.
Sedan.
Sedan.
I mean, I just had
I think it was the
something
Sedan area.
because I'm not going to try in Indonesia. It was Indonesia. All right, so Garut, West Java, Indonesia is their origin. So I'm sure there's a specific. Yeah, that's what it says.
Yeah, and it's
Formed
many-
in Garut or Garut, West Java. I'm probably butchering that as well. I'm sure there's probably a better
As
pronunciation.
much response as we got, I'm sure they'll load up the comment section. 'cause
I'm sure, yes.
People are good about that.
And we like that, so
Yes.
thank you for putting comments
So
down.
if you're coming aboard for that, go check out our other stuff and
Yep.
welcome to
Amen.
the family.
Amen.
Y'all ready to just jump right on into
Yes.
it? Let's do it.
I'm ready to watch these girls
Happy New
kick
Year,
some
everybody.
ass.
This is School Revolution live session.
Live. I like the background. That's pretty badass.
Yeah. A little slap action.
Slapping.
Tolak pergi pasirah kakui Dibera di bangsa pipi yang tersentuh buku Pengantin terlebar kepala di bangsa biasa Terdapat murah di gua pingat Just now Oh just now Oh just now Oh just now Di balik tembok isi kepala seakan digebok Selang duduk pada timah hingga bok Bila teriak merdeka bersiapa ditabok atau dikatain paling indah tapi tak pernah berikan bukti apa-apa hanya seagung aturan yang tak pernah diterapkan menyesatkan sejarah telah terubahkan oh just now oh just now Don't try to judge us now. Don't try to judge us now. Banyak orang hanya beradu bersaksi, saling tindas dengan lelah sebisinya bisa korbankan mimpi yang akhirnya jauh sedangkan terlebar sabar darah kita mulai pudar. My soul is empty and my dream was dying. My soul falls to the side. I lose my life. Hai orang berusaha dapat bertahan, punya mimpi dan berani untuk mewujudkan. Di saat susah tanpa haus kepakai prinsip, punya semangat dan pikiran yang positif. Don't try to judge us now. 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 In my soul is
Yeah, I don't see what that one was.
my dream was
Is that the Kraken?
Yeah, Angel.
my soul falls to the side. I lose my life.
Or is it like an angel with wings?
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Having the jellyfishes and the sharks
Yeah, I
and the
was like,
bass.
yeah.
Sharknado.
Sharknado.
Try not to. Yeah, come on, damn it.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
There was.
There, like I thought it had like a. Let's see. I'm gonna read this real quick. Ever since we learned how to play musical instruments, we've been covering our favorite metal songs. Besides gaining attention from fans and the media worldwide, these covers have enabled us to develop to the point where we are able to write original songs. We decided to find this period as the other side of metalism, which is the title that we chose for our live EP. To mark the end of this phase in our journey, we released several cover versions of those songs every week in the month of July 2021 for the EP. And now to conclude the period and round up our The Other Side of Metalism live EP, we've gone full circle by putting out the song that kicked off our career, our very own School Revolution, which was first released in 2018. So that was original though. Very cool. I thought it had kind of like Beastie Boys and Red Hot Chili Peppers and like System of a Down.
I could do that.
Just a little bit of all that kind of stuff thrown together. She had that little bit of rap kind of thing going on, but then you had that like that three-piece kind of like Beastie Boys thing, you know. And I don't
I
know.
like the bass. Yeah, you can definitely hear she was.
The bass needed to be up a little bit because she was freaking slapping the
Yes,
crap
she
out
was.
of that thing early on. But yeah, that's a pretty cool song. And being original,
Yeah,
that's awesome. So
and three-piece.
yes,
Well, we had the OSG. She was hammering the SG.
I think in really that song kind of, she can really show like all of her vocal styles in that song there.
Yeah.
I mean, she had that little rap, like I said, a little bit of rappy kind of thing going on, and she was getting like, harmonizing kind of a thing going on there.
And I think Tom Morello and them actually did something.
Very
Because
cool.
I think when we were in
I
the
can see
kitchen
him
one
being
day,
like down with that kind of.
that he talked about them. I don't know if he actually did something with them but he
He
did
just
talk.
he recognized them.
Yeah, he recognized them.
Didn't call them out, but mentioned them, talked about them. So, very cool.
Sort of like being like Tom Morello. Tom Morello.
The goat.
Well, you can hear Rage Against the Machine too.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, there was all, and like I said, you could tell a lot of influencers are
Yeah.
kind of crammed in that song. But
a lot of funkiness
yeah,
in that song.
yeah,
That goes back to that bass.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't probably not Beastie Boys as much as one of their influences as maybe some of the other bands we talked about. But a lot of people forget about Beastie Boys played a lot of instruments on their
Yeah.
songs too. So
Started off as a punk band.
yeah, so
Out with Reagan's Youth and Bad Brains and
yeah.
back in that 80s period.
So
Very
I
cool
guess
stuff.
that's what Raziki.
Raziki.
Rahama.
Rahama.
That's a
That's
Rama.
what I'm going for.
Rama.
That's my name.
That's
Rama.
That's what you're
I
saying.
have it.
Hope you enjoyed that. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yes, thank you for throwing that out there for us.
Yeah, thanks.
Because
for
I hadn't
everybody
seen this
checking
one
us
come
out.
up before, so
Yeah, the video.
sometimes we get stuff that people comment about for us to listen to that aren't the popular song or the common song. Everybody wants to hear the cover songs, but that being an original
Yeah.
makes it even better. And I don't know, I probably wouldn't have came across this one if somebody wouldn't have called that one out. So I mean, I may have I've kept digging around, I definitely would have came across it, but.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
That's the thing, man.
brought
We
to
get-
there's so much stuff out there, and if it ain't brought to my
Well,
attention,
it's new stuff and old stuff and all the stuff that we had thrown at us, especially, I mean, this was an older, this was from 2021, but it was originally a 2018 song, but, it may have taken me a while to get across that one, so.
yeah, because we get tons of emails. 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
we're doing interviews now for bands sample, and it's like
Yeah.
you're hearing all kinds of new
Well,
stuff.
and then
all the
like
time.
last night I went through and was listening and like that, whatever that new group is that sends us stuff, and it was like death metal and like shock rock type stuff and
yeah.
like hard rock, and there's like all kinds of like all genres of music from that
Yeah.
that label. So, and then just listening to that stuff, and there's like some of it I'm like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna like any of that. So, keeping it for stuff that we would probably.
Yeah, because you probably get 20.
Oh, I think that one day we had like 6 or 7 sent to us for just
Yeah,
different
we
bands.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just from the label sending us stuff for
right.
bands putting stuff out. So you add that on top of all this other stuff that
requests.
people comment and request and stuff. So
All right, one of y'all gonna have to get up and get.
yeah,
the,
I'll do it.
You got it.
I'm the man. I'm the man. Just like Anthony.
Not.
Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay strong. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Yeah, subscribe
Comment.
and like.
Love and hey,
Tickle
hey.
her chin.